Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 4 of Age of Wonders 4, and in this video we'll hopefully be expanding our city and letting things grow a little bit. We're going to start by hitting the end turn button from the last turn.
Are spells which allow you to empower your armies.
Yeah, so here we are. Apply to all units within a specific role and cost upkeep for each unit affected. So that, for example, if we go into our spells, because we now have the Enchanted Crow Companion, so it'll cost us 70 mana to cast. It'll cost us 70 casting points to cast. Now, I don't have 70 casting points, I only have 60, but I could cast it, and what will happen is it will then cast on the next turn. So it's used 60 points from this turn, but then I've got to wait until next turn to get the other 10 points to cast it. So you can cast a spell on the strategic map that you don't have enough casting points for. It just may take several turns. And then it'll cost me 1 mana per unit. And it affects, specifically, if we mouse over it, affects units of type Scout. 1 in army. I have 1 Scout, which is the guy running around on his own down here. So it'll only affect him, and it'll only cost 1 mana per turn. What is this thing here? It's a mana stash. You can go and grab the mana stash. Excellent. So that's one of the walls that we sort of dug out. I think we are at the bottom of the map. There's no more going down this way. This dark-looking obsidian type rock cannot be removed. So yeah, what we can do with our armies, we can go down here to the underground passage, and I can just pop enter, and now you can see we're now on the overground. We've got something over here that we could fight, which we might want to go and do. We've got a food stash here as well. Let's go and grab the food stash, and then we will fight that on the next turn, and then maybe drop back down into the hole. I don't think there's too much down here that we need to worry about immediately. Let's select a new research. So we can get the Scroll of Attunement. Not sure why it's got the white icon next to it, whether it's just saying that's what it thinks I should go for. The Staves of Warding, which gives 2 extra bolstered resistance to our support units, and Magical Wards. Let's go and get the Scroll of Attunement. So this one is a strategic level one, so affects the entire map, and it basically... I mean, I don't have any polearm units. I have a shield unit. I have battle mages. I have support units. Oh, but only on grants non-mystic units attunement Starblade. So my battle mage units and my support units and my polearm units are already mystic units. They have Starblades, but it would give my spell shields Starblades. So we'll research that one. I could move this army, but I'm still waiting for it to level up. In 2 more turns, we'll have another population. So how do we get stability up? High stability boosts food production and income. Low stability reduces city income. Very low stability can lead to the city losing provinces. It drops as the city's domain grows and can be regained by building certain city structures. But it's not telling me which city structures it is, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, so we'll end the turn. We'll get another 6 stack here, hopefully. So orders are required. We're going to go back up here. I don't want to do too much wandering around up on the over map. We'll deal with what's down below first. So we've got a little... No, this is an event, this one. So, fight or flight. Your troops engage the Stormscale Serpent and its minions, but they cower in fear rather than put up a fight. Most of them try to hide while others huddle on the ground. They seem to be begging for mercy through panicked hisses and cries. Do you let the scared Stormscale Serpent and other creatures go, or attack them regardless? So if I attack them, I will basically move 5 towards an evil alignment, and we'll initiate battle. Or we can let them go. They'll still be removed from the location, and I will move towards having a good alignment. I'm going to let them go. Let's be good. So we were neutral. We are starting to gain a bit of a good alignment now. So they have moved away. Let's move this army back down underground for now. because there's definitely going to be some more stuff over here that we need to clear out. And we'll move over here and start clearing up some space next to the outpost for when we expand it to a city. We do still have our scout. Didn't we have some other tile down here that needed clearing out? I thought we had something. Maybe we cleared that one in the previous video. I can't remember. So spell ready, Enchanted Crow Companion. So I can give this to the scouts. Now that it's finished casting, I can actually cast it. And now that actually you can see the crows flying around above him, just extends his view range. If we go and look at our spells now and look at active, you can see that this is costing 2 mana. Well, it says 2 mana. I don't know why. It's costing 1 mana per turn. Upkeep per unit, total unit upkeep 1. We've got another spell ready to cast. No, that was just the one that I'd already done. We do need to turn this into a city when we can. How long is it going to take to build that province up? We'll let it keep going for now. Let's end the turn.
There are many paths to victory.
So victory conditions is something we haven't actually looked at yet. So you can expand your empire and use magic and force. So if we go ahead and look on the path to victory. So we've got a military victory. And we can see the scores up here. So to achieve the military victory, an empire needs to defeat all the other non-allied empires. To defeat an empire, its ruler needs to be forced into the astral void and its throne city must be captured. If a ruler is forced into the astral void, they will respawn at their throne city unless it's captured by another empire. So when the ruler of an empire is killed, they actually respawn unlike other heroes. And you respawn in the throne city. But if the throne city is captured, they can't respawn. Our military ranking is 1 of 3. So does that mean, is that high or low? There's only 2 other rulers in this because it's like the training scenario. There's the expansion victory, which requires us to occupy provinces, build beacons of unity, light the beacons of unity, and then defend them for 15 turns. So basically, hold 107 provinces, which includes ones held by your allies. So if you ally with someone who has provinces, they count towards yours. Then you have to build these 3 beacons, light them. When you light them, units start spawning and trying to attack them, and you have to basically then defend them. We've got the magic victory, which is research a tier 5 tome. Build 3 affinity province improvements, launch the Age of Astral spell, and then defend the affinity province improvements. And then there's the score victory, which is basically just achieve a high score. It looks like it's a 150 round limit. Wants us to track a victory condition. I mean, we can track a victory condition. That completes a mission for us, even though we don't necessarily need to head towards that specific victory. But a military victory is the one that we're most likely going to do in this. New empire development skill. What have we got here? Locking and shuffling research costs 50% less. Researching city structures costs 50% less gold and production to build. Consolidated industry. Province improvements grant +1 stability for each adjacent province improvement of the same type. That's going to be really useful for us soon. We've already got the excavation skill, and let's grab that as well. So lots of notifications. We have grown here. Our stability is still -5. So if we build something, like if we build a farm next to an adjacent farm. So we could build a farm here. We've got a forester up here. I can't get a forester in one of these ones, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and build a farm here. Because then we will get a boost from that. And that should then now improve stability. I mean, we've still lost some for building an extra province, but we've gained some as well, if that makes sense. Does anything here grant us any type of... Doesn't look like it. We've got boosts to these now. the Conjurer and the Town Hall. +1 province annex range, +10 gold income. Gives us some more units. Costs us a fair bit of gold. Let's go ahead and get the Mage's Plaza. We are still working on units here. We're nearly up to another full stack of 6. Let's move up here with the scout and dig out this bit of rock. And we'll also do the same thing with our army up here, because that'll still be another province and there might be something useful underneath it. Spell of Attunement is now researched.
Acquired enough arcane skills to choose a new tome to add to your research library. Additional tome.
So we can pick a new tome. And selecting 2 tomes from the current tier will unlock new, more powerful tomes. Choose a new tome. So the Tome of Evocation grants excellent and cheap attack spells to any aspiring wizard. The Tome of Pyromancy specialises in fire damage by inflicting and exploiting burning. Tome of the Horde, turn your cheapest units into large deadly armies, specialising in summoning and buffing tier 1 units. Tome of Rock, smash your enemies with the force of stone, specialising in increasing your defence and dealing damage. Tome of Enchantment, improve your units with unit enchantments and specialise in physical damage. Tome of Beasts, walk beside animals of nature, specialise in summoning and buffing animals and become stronger when standing next to them. Roots, discover the power of the natural world and specialising in immobilising enemies and healing allies. Poison as well, which is nice. Tome of Zeal, rile up your fanatic population for a common goal. Use units with zeal and inflict condemned on enemies. Faith, heal and support your units through power of the faithful. So also remember that all of these different tomes have different affinities, so it'll unlock different things for us on the Empire growth. Tome of Cryomancy, which is basically Frost. Tome of Souls, which is sort of Shadow and Undead. I do like the Evocation, and that is moving more towards an affinity we already have. Lightning Blades is quite nice. Lightning Focus, Summon Lesser Storm Spirit, gives us Evokers. I'm going to go with that one, actually. So now we'll have some new spells to research.
Utilize the protective potential of magic. It follows that you can employ it in a more devastating fashion.
So we've got a unit here that we can summon. We've got Lightning Blades.
The fury of the skies is at your disposal.
I wish you'd stop talking.
Prove yourself worthy. Its tempestuous,
I'll just wait for it to stop talking.
Force is a perfect tool for blasting apart your enemies.
Right, okay, there we go. So we've got this, we've got 2 strategic level spells. One that lets us summon a tier 2, no, it's a tier 1 unit. It's a skill level 2 summon, but it's a tier 1 unit. Nice and cheap. Lightning Blades, which is a unit enchantment, which makes them deal +2 lightning damage, but -2 physical damage. And gives them a 30% base chance of inflicting electrified, dealing damage over time. And we've got Fulmination, which is a battlefield spell. Enemy units in a 1 hex radius sustain 15 lightning damage and have a 60% chance of becoming electrified. That sounds like something I definitely want to have. Outpost Produce Work Camp, which is this one. Can we turn you into a city yet? Found a city of Moonrock Dwarves. We don't have enough Imperium, so I need to save some Imperium up before I can do that. So there's not an awful lot that I can do here other than ending the turn. We've now gained some more space. Okay, the Heartbringers of Misfortune. This is an encounter quest. 30 turns to complete it. And what we have to do is, so 0 of 2, dealt with Corrupt Soul. A distraught member of the Moonrock Dwarves Council requests an urgent meeting. Terrible news, my Starsmith. Our scouts have reported sightings of an army of corrupt souls roaming our lands. Our forebearers told legends of these creatures that they were bringers of death, and that seeing a creature heralds 77 years of bad luck. We must drive it away immediately to prevent unrest in our cities. The Moonrock Dwarves will panic when they notice that corrupt souls are nearby. So no need to panic, I will take care of the corrupt souls. We will accept the quest. We get race relations, and we get a mystery bonus. Or we can go eradicate it yourselves, and we gain some extra knowledge per turn, but we lose stability, or I don't have time for your nonsense and decline it. Obviously, we want to go ahead and take it. It's not going to be difficult. There's a 2-stack there. They are tier 3 units, that said. But I still don't think that's going to be particularly difficult. What we can do, just to give ourselves a bit of an extra chance, is we can go and move in with our other new army that isn't quite a full stack yet. And that was a miss. And then we can go and attack. Encountering Harbingers of Misfortune. After a tense search and long march, your army comes face to face with the roaming corrupt souls. The sight of the terrible creatures causes fear to ripple through the moonrock doors in your army. The deafening silence betrays the hesitation of your troops. Their morale won't hold. The corrupt souls have noticed your troops prepare to attack. What will you do? Order your disheartened troops to attack. So in the upcoming battle, Discouraged Attackers is active. Attacking units have -10 morale until the end of battle. So that'll reduce our chance to crit and increase our chance to miss and graze. A bounty for whoever brings me the head of corrupt soul. Cost us 150 gold. Or leave now and come back. So I can basically spend 150 gold, of which I have plenty, to not have the debuff. We're going to bring in both armies, and we are going to do manual combat. Now it's saying that we should have this battle down. Now they are melee units. They get to go first, obviously. So what I'm going to try and do here is set up a little bit of a blockade. How many hexes have we got there? 4. So if we put you on this side, and then where's the other? Do I have another spell shield? Oh, you're miles away, aren't you? You're very far away. Let's move you over. We'll go and put our leader, our hero, our ruler in the middle. For now, we'll go and put you up on the other side. Put all of our ranged units up at the back. Can I get in there with another melee unit? Yes, I'll just want to try and keep all of my ranged units safe. And we'll just be going through everyone, and should be number 2 by default. So we'll go and give everyone a buff, a bit of defending. Let these guys get a little bit closer. Right, what I'd like to do with you guys... Let me move you out. Let me move the spell shield in, and then we can buff both of these units. You stay around there. You move in at the back. And I guess you can move in over here. Now, we can start casting some spells now. We could go for magic shields. Or we could start trying to do some damage to these. They do have a lightning weakness, which is useful to us. So let's start trying to take one of them down quite quickly. We've got a decent amount of mana, and we're going to give everybody star blades by doing this. We'll do our usual trick of doing overcast, or what's it called, overchannel with you, and then we'll take another shot with that spell. Star blades for everyone again. Now I don't think anybody is close enough to hit here, so let's just go through and give everyone the buffs. Yeah, you're still too far away. So the shield wall should give us a fair bit of protection. This should be a relatively easy fight. I just want to take as little damage as possible. So the attack reduces our morale. Might have to try and move in with some of my other units. So let's start by... It's only a 50% chance to hit with you because this unit's in the way, because it's not adjacent. So that counts as being in the way. So I'm going to move up with you. And then move up with you. And now we have a 90% chance to hit. we can start moving adjacent with some of our other melee units as well to help keep them pinned down. So yeah, let's start trying to flank around them. Moving with some of our mage units. Not a huge amount of damage. Now again, 50% chance to hit. You can kill them if you hit them. But I'm going to do it with this unit because I want the guarantee. It's not quite a guarantee. We still grazed. Okay, that unit has now gone. Now a lot of these melee units are now not locking anything down, which is a bit disappointing. We can move you over here and fire. Now they are locked in with these guys, so what I might do is go and put a magic shield on these. And that'll give star blades to everyone as well. I could move in with one of these other units, but I don't think I need to. So let's just go through with everyone. This Arcanist can still attack. Got 3 shots, actually. One was just a graze. And you can actually try and do a stun. Won't let me do it, will you, for some reason? Hold Alt to target. Something's obscuring you. Because you're in foliage. Obscuring. Obscured. When the target is obscured, it becomes 40% harder to hit with ranged attacks. Yeah, damages adjacent... Always hits. Damages adjacent enemy stunned. The base 60% chance of inflicting an enemy stunned for 1 turn. But for some reason it won't let me cast it.
This unit has suffered casualties.
Yeah, I know it suffered casualties. This unit, this ability... Oh, I have to cast it on myself. It's a defensive ability. Or did I just damage myself? Damages adjacent enemy units. I cast it on myself and it damages adjacent enemy units. Ah, that makes more sense. So the stun failed, but I don't think this guy's going to be able to do much. He's going to try and move away, which is going to trigger a counter attack. No, he's actually just straight up attacking. Now, we only counter attack once. No line of sight with you. Let's move in directly with you. Actually, no, let's not. Because you are... yeah, lightning weakness. 50% chance to hit. You'll take him out. That's nice and easy. Okay. So, we took a couple of hits on the spell shield. But, you know, they're the tanks. That's what they're there for. We don't mind them taking a bit of damage. And there we have a victory. So, we'll close that up. So that's the quest complete. Now that the corrupt souls are gone from your lands, the Moonrock Dwarves Council contacts you again. Marvellous work, Fangir, just marvellous. We managed to contain any panic with regards to the corrupt soul sighting, so it seems we are in the clear, all thanks to you, of course. The Moonrock Dwarves will hear of your victory. Perhaps our superstitious beliefs can be transformed into a virtue of the people. All cities of your empire, effect 1, gain 20 city stability for 6 turns. Nice. We can get 114 draft and generate 30. We're generating 30 per turn anyway. Or we can get 106 production, or we can get 50 Imperium. We want to build our other city, so the Imperium's going to be nice right now. Actually, we'll still get the stability, so that's fine. Yeah, not too bad. I didn't really want the draft because I almost have another full stack and I don't think we need to worry about another one too much. I am going to expand in this underground area a little bit more to see what else we can grab, because we can go through this way, I think. So we'll have a look at doing that. You don't quite have the range to do that. You do, though. So let's move over there with the scout. Can you dig that out? Yeah, we can dig that out with you. This city's not in a great spot, but I think it'll be fine. We might get another one up here. So you do still have some orders. I think we can just skip the turn. And there we are. That is the turn complete. So we've got a couple of battles in there. That was quite a fun one, actually. Even though it was only against 2 units, they were slightly tougher units. And this is a very good scenario to sort of practice those, you know, those things on. Like looking at what all the different options are for attack and the different sort of buffs and debuffs, and trying to remember to flank things and pin things down with your melee units and stuff like that. Because we picked that second tome that had the astral affinity, we're now gaining 6 towards that instead of 4. So when we start looking at our empire development, we'll start working our way up this track more quickly. So there'll be some useful things up there. And yeah, I don't know. We haven't met the other rulers yet. Oh, we've already got one that is in the void. So there's already one where their ruler has died. It can come back, of course, if providing they haven't lost their throne city, they can come back. So we haven't met the other 2 rulers yet. And we don't know of any other races, so they might well be on the overworld. We might be the only ones down here underground, but we will go a-searching for them up top. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you're still enjoying Age of Wonders 4. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.